Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Farid SYAHMI bin KAMARUDDIN and this video is for my CSC305 individual assignment. Before we are going to the main topic, I would like to introduce myself first. Once again, my name is Farid SYAHMI bin KAMARUDDIN and I am from UiTM Campus Raub. This individual assignment is from CSC305 subject which is taught by Sir Muhammad Rafizal bin Abdul Aziz, which is a kind and sporting lecturer. Hope we get some bonus mark with that. Okay, so for this assignment topic, I need to identify 5 criteria of good programming language which can support my knowledge and increase my understanding about programming. Not only me, but also for students out there, because we know that learning programming is not easy. Firstly, the most important properties of programming language is readability, which is the program are easy to understand and read. The syntax or semantic play a big role in every programming language. Both of these can make us understand all the elements of the language and its way for combining them, which user doesn't have to take time to think and explain the code. Other than that, orthogonality feature also can make the programming language become more readable, because only few exceptions and special cases need us to be remembered. As a student, when thinking something complex, I will become more lazy to learn about it, so it is important for programming language become more easier to learn and write. Let's go to the second slide. So a good programming language to learn must support an abstraction. As a verb, it means considered theoretically or separately from something else. But in programming, abstraction is a way to simplify a complicated idea or action. And yes, the feature of abstraction in programming language is to handle complexity by hiding unnecessary details from the user, at the same time make the complex structure become more easier to understand. And this is why the numbers of users using a programming language that have this feature increase day by day. For example, Java, Python or C++. In my opinion, I love the coding using C++ because it is not too complex to learn, and also Java, which is I'm learning right now. High efficiency language also is one of the properties of good programming language. A high efficiency language means the reliability, speed and programming method used in developing codes for an application that will ensure the language is a high performance language. The reason that language must be efficient is to reduce resource consumption and completion time as much as possible with minimum risk of error. This can be done by having a good compiler, which is a big deal of every programming language. Open source. What does it mean by open source? Why did I choose these properties which will support my knowledge and understanding? So, open source basically refers to a platform or product that can be accessed by anyone and everyone. In programming language, open source is one that belongs to the open source protocol, which is public can access and modify the code. As I mentioned, I'm learning Java programming language right now. Even though it is not complex, but sometimes I didn't understand and do not know how certain code is about. However, Java is one of the open source programming language. So if I do not know how to coding something, then I can search up the similar code in community, which is full of skillful and talented people. At the same time, I can gain more knowledge about the programming language and become more flexible coders. So last but not least, a good programming language also must support structured programming language. Structured programming, or also known as procedural programming, is used to improve the quality and clarity of the programming language. So the execution of the program becomes more logical and readable, which can increase my understanding to reading code. Each element of code in structured programming language may be further structured using blocks of related logic designed to improve readability and maintainability. For example, if we want to use loops, then we If we want to use loop that will continue until a condition is met, then we can use while or for code. To sum up, all 5 properties above is a feature of a good programming language that can help me learn more about programming and improve my knowledge of it. I hope you can get a lot of information about the topics. That's all from me, and Assalamualaikum.